Jurassic Park, one of my personal favorite movie franchises. The first one came in the year 1993 and changed the way cinema and big action blockbusters were made, and especially the revolutionized CG dinosaur effects mixed perfectly with the animatronic practical dinosaur effects. And then in 1997, we got the very underrated The Lost World. I really enjoyed Jurassic Park, The Lost World. No, it's definitely not as good as that first one, but you can't really compare those two. And then we got Jurassic Park 3, a disappointing sequel to say the least. And then it took a 22-year break, and then in 2015, we got Jurassic World, a fun film. And then in 2018, we got Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. And now, in 2021, hopefully, we're going to get Jurassic World Dominion. So now that recently I've just rewatched all 5 Jurassic Park films, I'm in the mood to talk about Jurassic Park. So I thought it'd be fun to stop and rank all 5 Jurassic Parks from the worst to the best. Before I give you guys my ranking, let me know your guys' ranking down in the comment section below. Which one do you love? Which ones do you hate? Which ones are more in the middle? Let's have a fun live discussion. So without further ado, let's get into it. Coming in last place, I have Jurassic Park 3. Now this film is a disappointing movie with so many dumb, illogical moments in this film. Now, I don't hate this film by any means in this. There's just saying on the internet you either love or hate. I'm more in the middle. I'm more in the spectrum for this film. It is fun. I still love seeing Samuel Neill as Dr. Grant. He's still super fun, super charismatic, super engaging through start to finish, and I think he's just really fun in the film. The film is watchable. It's not the worst way to spend an hour and 32 minutes. It's just a vastly disappointing film. Main reason is I don't care about these new characters they've introduced. The plot line with the parents looking for their son lost on this island, I don't really care because these people are so unlikable and so uninteresting, and just they have nothing to them. I don't really care if they find their son or not. I don't care if any of them die. I don't really care. And Billy is a new introducing character, and he's just annoying. He makes so many bad decisions, and I guess at the end when they save Eric from the pterodactyls, and that's supposed to be like a redemption arc for him, but instead it just comes off weird and just lazy. The CGI is actually pretty bad in this film, which is shocking. How does CGI from 1993 look better from CGI from 2001? There's so many close-up shots of full CGI dinosaurs. The Spinosaurus is not a good antagonist at all. His CGI is not good, and even the animatronic, it looks very robot-y. The way it moves, it's just very stiff. It just looks like a dinosaur that would be on the Universal Jurassic Park ride at Universal. And the T-Rex battle, T-Rex versus Spinosaurus, was building up as this big thing, and it lasts about 4 seconds. And of course, we have talking raptors, because of course that's what we needed in this film.
Alan.
So this film is uninteresting and just overall pretty distasteful. Coming in 4th place, I have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Though there's a pretty big gap between 3 and Fallen Kingdom. And I think this is a gorgeous looking film. The direction here is pretty fantastic. There's some pretty gorgeous looking shots in this film. So on a technical direction standpoint, it looks fantastic. The casting characters, they don't get much depth to do. I think that's kind of my main problem with this film and Jurassic World, is they don't really get much depth. But Chris Pratt as Owen Grady is just fun. It's Chris Pratt as, he's super fun, he's super likable, and just great. Bryce Dallas Howard as Claire, again, nothing much to her, but, still not an awful character by any means stretch of the imagination. I still find her character to be watchable, and The CGI, for the most part, are pretty fantastic. It's way better CGI than what Jurassic World has, and the animatronics here, the ones they do use, especially the animatronic Blue, is extremely fascinating. And I would say the first 45 minutes of this film really got me sold. All the island stuff I thought was really fun, really engaging, and the Indoraptor, why he's not amazing, he's not terrible either. Now let's talk about what I don't like about this film. The whole segment in the house could be really cool. A dinosaur in a closed, claustrophobic area could lead to some fun suspense. And at times, there are some fun suspense sequences thrown into the film. But for the last, I would say, 25 minutes, it's a super formulaic way they decided to build suspense, quote-unquote, bunny ears for that suspense there. They just sneak around, dinosaurs looking, he's not there, jump scare, they run. They hide, dinosaur jump scare, run, scream. And it just kind of feels lazy and, like, just tasteful. Like, they don't really want to do it. So we got to get it done as fast as we can. And it just kind of feels disappointing. Also, the child, Maisie, being a clone is just the tip of the iceberg of stupidity in these films. And these films have already gone ridiculous. But now they're introducing clones in this film. With the first Jurassic World and this one, kind of new species dinosaurs, they didn't make sense, but at least could be done. Cloning in different genes, but making a clone out of the person, what's the excuse? Just because he has money to do it? It's really stupid, and the bad guys in this film are just cartoon villains, that they just want money, and they're just corporate businessmen who just want money. The film has so many great ideas thrown into it. It's just there's so many bad, baffling ideas. And Jeff Goldblum's in it. I love me some Jeff Goldblum for like 2 minutes. You see all him in the trailer, but he's cool while he's in there. The ending of the film where all the dinosaurs go in the world, I like the concept. I like that the third film is going to be finally what the title of this freaking series of films are. Dinosaurs in Jurassic World. We got a little bit of that in Lost World, and then we got a little bit in Jurassic World 2. So we're finally going to get it for hopefully a full film if they do it right. I like the execution. I like the way they decide to do that. The execution of said sequence, on the other hand, and the way they get to that is just terrible. So these dinosaurs are kind of crammed up with gas. Claire's about to press the button. Owen's like, well, you know it's going to... So she doesn't. And we'll get to Claire and how her new, all of a sudden, loving dinosaur motivation doesn't make any sense. So she doesn't. Maisie presses the button, and her excuse of releasing them is hilarious.
I had to. They're alive. Like me.
And let's get to Claire for a second. Her way that she decides to now care about the dinosaurs. From the first film, just going for this corporate business person who did not care about the dinosaurs at all. Now she does. You would say character development, but dinosaurs tried to eat her in the last film. So why is all of a sudden she cares about dinosaurs? Overall, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is not a bad film by any means. A lot of people give it a really bad rap, but there are some really dumb sequences. Coming in third place is the 2015 Jurassic World. Now, I think this is a really fun film. I think it's a lot of fun. The casting here is really stellar. There's some fun action set pieces in the film. It looks pretty gorgeous. The visual effects, for the most part, I think are pretty stellar. The Indominus Rex, I think, is a pretty cool design. And the final T-Rex versus Indominus Rex fight is easily the best part of the film. Yeah, it's stupid that Blue would team up with a freaking T-Rex to take down this new hybrid dinosaur. Then as the big megalodon kind of crams down and smacks it down in the ocean. It is really stupid and over the top, but in all the best ways for it. It's dumb, it's kind of quirky, but it's fun. You can't help that this sequence isn't just fun. What really gets me is the characterization of these characters. Even Chris Pratt's Owen Grady, he's not super complex Owen Grady, he's charming Chris Pratt, character number 5, so he's not really the most interesting character. Same with Claire, same with the two kids and their relationship, and they're kind of going through the divorce of their parents. I did not care about that subplot at all, because when you get Owen and Claire looking for the boys, it's super interesting and super engaging. But then whenever you go back to them, you're like, this isn't interesting. It's not even an interesting side plot, and the plot is with Claire and Owen, not with these two kids. And the film at times looks extremely fake CGI wise. There's a lot of the times where the dinosaurs, they just don't look real. They look fake. They look CG. And this is what Jurassic World 2 did a lot better. I like the whole raptor training idea in a certain way, but it kind of just ruins the suspense. In the first two Jurassic Park films, heck, even the first three Jurassic Park films, these were these non-stop eating machines, these apex predators that could not be stopped or tamed, and now they're being tamed. It is a cool idea. There's a cool shot of, Chris Pratt riding a motorcycle with dinosaurs in the back of him. It is cool visually. It just kind of ruins the suspense. This is a fun film from start to finish. It's just character development is non-existent, and there's some really bad character development and choices in this film. Coming in second place is the very underrated The Lost World. A lot of people hate this film. A lot of people have this super lower on this list. I love this film. No, it's not perfect. It's definitely not as good as the first film, but I feel like a lot of people are comparing this film a lot to Jurassic Park. This is a totally different film. What Spielberg decided to do, instead of just remaking Jurassic Park, he decided to take that concept and amplify it. How do I get people back on this island? How do I get people back on this place that is so terrible? So he finds a unique way. He finds an interesting, kind of clever way to get Dr. Malcolm back on the island. It's his girlfriend. He's doing it because of love that kind of drives him to make this situation. And it's a gorgeous film. The movie's really well shot. Jeff Goldblum is just fantastic in every movie he's in. He's great here. All the cast here, Vince Vaughn, all of them do great. The CGI mixed with practical dinosaur effects are great, and the Velociraptor chase here I think is really fun, really riveting. Yes, did we really need the gymnastic sequence? Probably not, but it's a little itty bitty part of this film with an arm swap. The San Diego sequence I think is a lot of fun. It's really cool. The only problem is this film isn't as memorable as that first film. There is a lot of great sequences, and I really do love this film more than a lot of people do. There's just some not great so moments and some really stupid moments. But of course, coming in first place is the classic 1993 Jurassic Park. This is a quintessential big blockbuster action adventure. One of Spielberg's best. This is the awe-inspiring of seeing a dinosaur for the first time is one of the best movie sequences of all time. The T-Rex rain sequence, I've made an entire video talking about that rain sequence, so I won't go into here. Fantastic. The raptor kitchen sequence, intense. Build up, the direction, the music. The music in all these films, even Jurassic Park 3, which I don't like at all, has a lot of great musical cues. What can I say about Jurassic Park that hasn't been said already? So there you guys have it. That was my ranking of all 5 Jurassic Park films. What do you think of this? Please let me know your guys' ranking down in the comment section below. Which ones do you love? Which ones do you hate? If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. I would love if we could get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. That would be fantastic, guys. So the way to do it, the way to help me out and show you guys love and support is like this video. Really does help this video get more out there in the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you guys like this video, you guys like more content like this, I do a podcast every other Tuesday. It's called the Movie View Podcast with Ryan. We talk about movie news, topic. I always link it down below in my description. You guys can also check out my Instagram at GeneralScoDaniel77. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. General out.